so you're still only going to be out for a good while? Okay. Okay. Okay, well that's not too bad. So like if I get there here maybe 11:20, 11:25, I can be here downtown. I can be walking with you before 12. Okay, so that's not bad. Yeah, yeah, no, next time for sure. Sunrise. And do you still want to go to that meeting place after the? Yes. Okay, let's go. Yeah. That one is for sure. That one is good. All that comes after the world is like. And they're doing photos after. They're doing photos at 5:45. I already asked you what the Zoom photos. I mean, if you want to be in the photos, you have to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes presentation. Please welcome the athletes competing in the women's over 86 kilogram category Group A.
You'll never guess who's in town. It is the last of the individual women's finals at Bangkok 2026. It has flown. It has flown, these Asia-Oceania Powerlifting Championships. It's the women's over 86 kilo final. One group, 9 lifters.
Introducing for the athletes representing Thailand, Sirapat Murgao. Representing Australia, Rachel Cody. Representing Kyrgyzstan, Miguel Bolotaleva. Representing Korea, Lee Hyun-jong. Representing Indonesia, Elsa Dewi Saputri. Representing Uzbekistan, Mohichekra Fasilova. Representing Australia, Hani Watson. Representing Indonesia, Sriyanti. And representing China, Zhu Wenjun.
So these are the 9. Sirapat Wenkau of Thailand, Rachel Cody of Australia, Miragal Bolotuyeva of Kyrgyzstan, Lee Hyun-jong of Korea, Elsa Dewi Saputri of Indonesia, Makachekra Voshalova of Uzbekistan, Hani Watson of Australia, Sriyanti of Indonesia, and Zhu Wenjun of China. At the moment, aiming for the top mark of 150. Folashade Oluwafemiayo of Nigeria holding that world record from the Worlds in Cairo. Elsa Dewi Saputri of Indonesia, the next gen record. Nadia Ali of Egypt with the Legends record. Deng Jumei holds the Asian record of 157. That from the Fazar World Cup in Dubai 2021. The other marks still to be filled. Hani Watson, she's in this. She's the Oceania record holder. Strong numbers for these championships. It's knocking around 250, 260. quality fields, lots of rookie and next gen and legends world records this time. $250 entrants exactly, actually. Now, here are the referees for the final women's individual events.
Now, let's find out the referees selected for this session. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the technical officials on the field of play.
So, Fatih Le Shahab of Libya, the chief referee in the center. Natalia Sky of Kazakhstan, the left side referee. And the right side referee from Malaysia, Noor Farhana Mosa.
Introducing for the technical officials, the chief referee from Libya, Fatih Lacheha. The left side referee from Kazakhstan, Natalia Sky. The right side referee from Malaysia, Noor Farhana Muhammad Shah. The technical controller from Australia, Christina Ziraldo. Introducing for VRSTO from Jordan,
Christina Serrata, the technical controller of this final. Here the video review officials: Azam Al-Zubi of Jordan, Mohammed Al-Kirsh of Yemen, Norsia Binti Mohammed of Malaysia. Technical delegate for the week, Noor Shida Matcha of Malaysia. Hats off as well. She's been the boss. She's been the troubleshooter. Good job, well done. And across the board for these championships in Bangkok. A very, very good job. Well done, well organised. It's gone very smoothly. Does it always go smoothly? Anyway, Sirapat Wenkau, she's the first to go for Thailand. She's in the rookie competition. 52 is her mark in this. And she's actually the only age category athlete in it. Obviously her results go towards the entire thing again. And there is an Oceania element too. Harney Watson, Rachel Cody for Australia. Nobody in the Legends category in this. Only have to wait a few years, and you know, 150 Xu Wenjian, that's the highest tally for China. Sriyanti of Indonesia 141. Harney Watson 135 for Australia, going for the Open Championship and the Oceania, and obviously everybody else bar her and Rachel Cody going for the Asian Championship and the Open.
Referees and spotter loaders, please take your position on the field of play. The bar was preloaded to 52 kilograms.
Yeah. Is that all you got? Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger? You push harder? Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster? So is that all you got? You put your best and the rest in. No resting. Is that all you got? question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got?
In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's now time to start for the first attempt representing Thailand. ศิรพัฒน์หมื่นแก้ว
So the first of the 9 to go in this women's over 86 kilo final. Sirapat Wenkau going for 52. Now already she's claimed silver in the Asian Youth Games, that in the rookie category. She turned 17 years old last week. Happy birthday. 4th in the Southeast Asian Games in January. 4th in the total lift. Only missed out by 1 kilo. But what a debut. Going for rookie medals here, as well as the main bunch. Still 30 seconds on the clock. She's taking her time with it. Punch through on the lift.
Good.
And it is a good lift. 52. Successful with that. 57, her lifetime best from that 4th place of the Southeast Asian Games.
Loaders, load the bar to 90 kilograms, rack high 15.
Decent effort, yep. Every reason to be happy with that. Rookie medals for her. They are in the bag.
The first attempt representing Australia, Rachel Cody.
Rachel Cody came into the sport via a come and try day in Sydney. The former swimmer was involved in that for a long time. Based in Canberra now. She made her debut at the World Championships, finished 21st in that. Hit 85 there, and in winning gold at the New South Wales Grand Prix a couple of months ago, hit 95. Going for 90 here to kick off. Simon Bergner, her coach. She's built quite the team. Impressive amount involved behind the scenes as well now. There was a time when the Australian teams were maybe 1 or 2 A lot more than that now. So Rachel Cody kicking off at 90. She's in the Oceania Championship along with Harney Watson. Punch through well.
Good.
That's the job.
lift.
Always say you don't need a commentator when he's around. That's a good lift by Rachel Cody. She's done well on 90. Spot on. Good start. That exceeds her World Championship tally. Now she's mixing it among the very many domestic events in Australia that they have, the various Grand Prix and the national
Loaders.
championships.
Load the bar to 100 kilograms. Rack high 13.
She's gone among the 90s there. There you go. That's one for the Aussie audience. Did really well with that. That's a great place to start.
The first attempt, representing Kyrgyzstan, Mirgul Bolotalieva.
So Mirgul Bolotayeva, who finished 19th in the World Championships for Kyrgyzstan, going here for 100. She lifted 97 in Cairo, got all her marks in. World Ability Sport silver medal. A couple of years ago, 3 years ago, here. '17th in the World Championships in Dubai. Minutes ago. Lift of 100. Solidly up.
Good lift.
And that is a good lift. Finished 8th at the Paralympic Games as well in Paris, qualifying for that, an achievement in its own right. And so was that lift there. Finished 6th in the Asian Games when they were last held 3 years ago. That will all do well for her if she gets the 100.
110 kilograms. Rack high 14.
Yeah, nice and effective that.
The first attempt, representing Korea, Lee Hyun-jong.
Lee Hyun-jung for Korea. So she finished 9th in the Tbilisi World Cup a couple of years ago. Went up to 115 there. She was 6th in the total lift, and that apart, it is her championship debut. So Lee Hyun-jung. Going for 110.
No
That's
near.
2 and against on the press sequence. Just went away.
A leg challenge has been submitted.
It's the centre and the right referee who voted on that press. They've put a challenge in on it. Three referees voted at the time.
The challenge has been rejected.
And again, they voted the same way. So doesn't get it.
Loaders. Loader bar to 120 kilograms. Rack high 11.
Unsuccessful then. And that is the first miss of this final.
The first attempt representing Indonesia, Elsa Dewi Saputri.
So next up, Elsa Dewi Saputri of Indonesia, 120 now. We've not seen her in an adult major championship before at anything as large as a continental event, but she's been involved in a lot. Southeast Asian Games silver in January, behind somebody else we're going to see in a few minutes. Asian Youth Games gold in 2021, silver last year. She was still eligible for that. 5th in the Asian Games in 2023. A World Ability Sport Games gold that same year. Time is firmly on Elsa's side.
Good
And
lift.
gets it. What a very nice lift by her. 120. And Saputri is away for all the things she's competed in the past. 120 is a top mark. 122 for that silver behind Sriyanti in the Southeast Asian Games final in January. In the ASEAN Para Games. So still can reach the heights as we join Moke Chekra Fozilova of Uzbekistan going for 121 here. 13th in the World Championships in Cairo. That was her championship debut. 5th in the total lift and 5th in the World Cup in Beijing last year. That was where she made her international bow. 118 her lifetime best, so 3 added onto it. This is where it gets additionally serious. It's looking like a 5-way battle for the medals right now. So 1-2-1, lifetime best attempt. Serious effort incoming.
Good.
There, she's got it. She has her lifetime best. That's very impressive. Well, she took her time and took the mark very well.
Loaders. Load the bar to 135 kilograms. Rack high 13.
It's a good job there. So at worst, she'll be in the bronze medal position in the Asian Championship. At worst, fourth in the open competition. And the variance in those marks is because of who we're going to see next.
The first attempt representing Australia, Henny Watson.
So Tani Watson for Australia. She is the Oceania champion from 4 years ago and bronze in the open competition at the Asia-Oceania in Pyeongtaek. Bronze in the Commonwealth Games. Along with Ben Wright. So 135 she's aiming for here. Her Oceania record's 142. She's really moved on well the past few years. A couple of injuries here and there of late. Had a lift for a medal at the World Championships last year. Came in 7th there in Cairo. On the way, 135. Still a good heavy effort this. Oh, no, didn't get it. That was for a variance of reasons. Yeah, body sequence on the right side, referee. Stop from the left. So the stop had a 2-1 vote in her favour, and the body a 2-1 vote in her favour.
A lift challenge has been submitted for the first attempt from Australia.
Combined, it was 2-1 against. There is a lift challenge in, so the video referees voted at the time. What do they have to say?
The lift challenge has been rejected, and the lifts remain as a no lift.
No joy.
Loaders.
No joy.
141 kilograms.
Sriyanti to come next for Indonesia, 141, the Southeast Asian Games champion again.
For the first attempt representing Indonesia.
So Lee and Hani missing out so far. Sriyanti next to come. Sixth in the World Championships. Went to 145 there.
Good lift.
Well, she got it. Sri Lanti, good lift, 141. That's up among her best marks after claiming another Southeast Asian Games title in the past few months. She did well. She did very, very well. And Sri Lanti off the mark. I mean, she's had a magnificently successful career, lots of various championship medals right across the board, in and outside of a region. Asian Games silver in the last 2 games, and Asia-Oceania silver last time, and all those Southeast Asian golds as well.
The first attempt representing China, Zhu Wenjun.
Zhu Wenjun for China. Well, in 2025, they brought to the world a whole new generation of immense names, and Zhu Wenjun came along and won silver with a lift of 157 at the World Championships in her championship debut behind Folashade Oluwafunmi. And she'd won gold in Beijing in her international debut at the Beijing World Cup a few months before that, going in here for 150.
Good.
That is a good lift for Zhu Wenjun. She started her career high and is continuing in that fashion.
Kilograms, rack high 13.
That is 150. And on her debut, she went up as high as 155 in Beijing, and 157 then subsequently in the World Championships. That's the opening round done. Zhu Wenjun leading at 150. Sri Lanti second, 141. Makyachekra Fozilova third for Uzbekistan, 121. Rachel Cody is leading the Oceania Championship right now on 90. Hani Watson didn't get her first mark, neither did Lee Hyunjung of Korea. Into round 2 then, and it is Sirapat Wankau. 57 is her target here. Wankau certainly took her time in the opening round. Only 2 misses in that opening round of 9 attempts. Wankau just outside the medals in individual and in total lift in Nakon Ratchashima back in January. She's ready to go now. Still plenty of time on the clock, you'll see. Just over 30 seconds. That's the push. That's the strong lift from her.
Good
and that
lift.
Is a good lift. Really good by Sirapat Wankau. And that matches her lifetime best from the Southeast Asian Games.
95 kilograms, rack high 15.
Good concentration. There's a lot to like about how she polished that off, definitely.
The second attempt representing Australia, Rachel Cody.
Rachel Cody back again for Australia. So 95 her target here, which is right up at the top of what she's achieved domestically at all the competitions that they have in Australia. On the way then. This for 95, Rachel Cody. Punching through, followed in well. Followed in very well. And that's a good lift. She's made that one work. She's done really well with it. Going in for 95. Tomorrow the team competitions. And Australia will be well represented in that. They've got enough people here for it. And she made that work actually very, very well. So that's international lifetime best territory, pure and simple. And currently leading the way in the Oceania Championship, 6th in the open competition. Helps with the total lift too. Mirgul Boletieva, 103 then. This is a nice solid attempt for her for the World Ability Sports silver medalist. Eighth in Paris. Finished 10th in the 21 World Champs. Busy career, particularly this decade. Been at a lot. Fourth in Sharm el-Sheikh in the World Cup. So 103 her target there, and keeping it clean. It was the stop sequence that the right side referee voted her down on, but she was perfectly fine with that. 103. Look good. All very straightforward.
110 kilograms. Rank high 14.
There's a good battle between Chu Wenjun and Sriyanti at the moment for the gold. Then there's a gap of 20 kilos for Zileva, Saputri, Boletieva, Hani Watson around that mark. Boletieva's a bit back, actually. Can Lee Hyun-jung get into the fray? She missed her opening effort at 110. Her championship debut. 9th in Tbilisi a couple of years ago. 110. This is She's 39 at the time of this championship debut. So this to get on the board, get at 110, and she would go 5th at this stage. Well, Lee took it very tentatively, quite easily. That's a good lift.
Left.
Didn't repeat the problems of earlier. And that is a nice delivery for her. Lee Hyung-jun gets herself on the board.
Loaders, load the bar to 123 kilograms. Rank time 11.
Nothing to worry about. Previously lifted 120 in the Fazar World Cup going back to 2021. A little bit behind that pace right now.
The second attempt representing Indonesia, Elsa Dewi Saputri.
It's Elsa Dewi Saputri going for 1-2-3. 1 kilo above her lifetime best. Hit 120 in the opening round, and this to go into the bronze medal position. There's quite a bit at stake at this stage. Been a few misses that suddenly have opened the door for a few. Southeast Asian Games silver this year. A couple of Asian Youth Games medals. That went down with a bit of a thump. Well, misses out on the press sequence 2-1. That was a fair old clatter in the end. So raised it up. Turns out by that stage, been voted down 2-1, completed the lift.
The second attempt representing Uzbekistan, Mokhchekra Fozilova.
And onwards to Mokhchekra Fozilova of Uzbekistan. 121 done, this for 124. It was the lifetime best by 3 in the first round and adding another 3 onto it. So in the bronze medal position, still there because of Saputri's miss. And there, by the way, with that red light, that's the spotter cameras. That's for the video reviews. For the 3 referees to be watching live and voting live. That's a good target. A lad 6 on top of what she's achieved previously before coming into this. She's shown really good consistency, that very high finish in the total lift in the World Championship. She got everything in. And so far she's getting everything here. 124. 3 white lights for Fazilova. And in her first Continental Championship, could it be that there's a medal on the way for her? Nothing guaranteed. Even in the Asian Championship, there is nothing clear-cut about it. She's not guaranteed a medal so far, but she has started brilliantly. But she started this competition absolutely fantastically. Xu Wenjun on top, Srianti second, but look at Fazilova now. She's got up ahead of Saputri. Currently in the open bronze spot as well. She's got her first 2 marks in. That'll be a massive help in terms of the total lift. Obviously depends what Srianti and Xu Wenjun do as well. Lee Hyung-jung going right finally in this second round. Xu Wenjun is looking for a mark in this second round, 3 off her lifetime best. It's her first Continental Championship, Xu Wenjun as well, having come in and started very well in her international career. Just a technical issue being looked at the moment.
The second attempt representing Australia.
That has been
And he wasn't.
sorted. So I'm afraid we went a bit Norman Collier for Honey Watson's first attempt. There's one for the teenagers. 135 she missed out, and then the opening round 2-1 against on that press, looking to sort it out in this second attempt. 136. Her Oceania record's 142, so she's not a million miles away. So Oceania champion. Asia-Oceania bronze from last time out. Commonwealth Games bronze, her and Ben Wright achieving that in Birmingham. We'll be in search of that again in Glasgow in July. But at the World Championship, 7th belies the fact that she had a lift to get her into the medals in the last round. And her 4 global championships, 6th, 7th, and a couple of 8ths. There or thereabouts always. This is to get the Oceania crown. Still has 45 seconds. Added 1 kilo on, by the way, from the opening round. That was 135. This is 136. She's got that punch through at 136, Honey Watson. Gets it. 2-1 in her favour. That'll be the Oceania title again. And she's only 6 off her Oceania record. Well, she wanted that. And she got through it well. It's good and solid. I mean, she wasn't that far away last time. But this time she wanted to make sure. Big effort in, got through it very, very well. Been through a bit recently in terms of injuries, few operations and so on. Well, she's going to be on the podium at the end of it all, and also she is in the bronze medal position in the Open Championship as well. Missing out in the first round affects her chances a lot in the total lift, the truth be told. Sriyanti is on now. So, 146 for Sriyanti. What an absolute star she has been. She's had 4 top 8 finishes of the World Championship, 6th in Cairo, her best. Silver in her 3 Continental Championships, 2 Asian Para Games, the Asia-Oceania's last time, 3 Southeast Asian Games golds in a row. A woman from Shragan who's been running an archery club with Ronnie Sasanto. She's had a great time of it. She's in a big battle for the Asian gold now. Firmly in the fight here. 140 it was to take gold in the Southeast Asian Games this year. This is 146. Now, if she didn't get that, it was the stop sequence. Only 1 vote against on the press, and then there were 2 on the stop sequence from the center referee and the left side referee. I suppose you can kind of see why. Needed more on that. Little bit more down, extra stop. Make the stop being seen, basically. Sriyanti in second place.
The second and 10.
That improves the lot of Xu Wenjun, who is on the brink now. Sriyanti, by the way, went to 145 in the World Championships. That is a lifetime best.
The second attempt representing
which, as we always say,
China.
doesn't mean she's going to get 145 every day. But still. One kilo added on for that lifetime best attempt. Couldn't quite get it. And now, Xu Wenjun has the big opportunity. If she gets this, probably she is the Asian champion. It's an extra 4 to be added on to her first round mark. So to add 4 on. Oh, she's not gone it. Stop sequence against it. So now I wonder how tempted Sriyanti might be to try and have a go at a very big lifetime best attempt. It was the stop sequence that's done for Xu Wenjun, also Sriyanti, but it was 2 and against on that in terms of 2 voted against Sriyanti on the stop sequence and the other voted against her on the press. It would be asking a lot. She'd have to go to 151, as you'll see here. At the moment, she's looking at 146, but now that Xu Wenjun has missed, and I would say unexpectedly missed,
the third attempt,
there must be a sliver of temptation there for her to have a look and say, well, we can only try. So it is Sirapat Wenkao with a final effort. This is 61. And she will finish 7th in Asia. I think that's what we all need by this stage of the week. Been really impressive so far, Wen Kao. She has the rookie honours coming her way. Asian Youth Games silver in the rookie competition. And while still 16, that fourth place finish in the Southeast Asian Games, she turned 17 last week. This is the final effort, the heaviest of all. Spotter loaders have had to come in the end, doesn't get it. Actually, two had voted against her on the stop sequence anyway, so that lift wouldn't have worked out. And it got pretty much shut down at the end. Just got caught, and that was the end of the lift. By the way, the referees can't see how the rest have voted. So there would not automatically be an awareness that the lift was already finished due to the stop sequence being voted down by a couple.
The third attempt,
but she's given it a good stab today, and she matches her lifetime best. Rachel Cody now looking for another new mark, and this is 99 for Australia. Well, there's so many talent spotting days that different countries, different federations do. Australia have theirs going as well, and they have found some brilliant talent that way. And they have a lot of talent spotting going on. So Rachel Cody, after a decent career as a swimmer in powerlifting now, and going here for a lifetime best of 99. This is going to be the big test, and that won't go all the way. Well, she gave it a fair old whack. It was 4 added on to her previous mark of 95. There's a bit of ambition there. Just couldn't quite get that finished. Just got stuck, and that's it. On the way up until it wasn't. Couldn't get anything more into it.
Load the bar to 104 kilograms, rank high 13.
Quite a bit of red on the board. 2 misses already out of 2 in this third round. We had 2 in the first round, 3 in the second.
The third attempt, representing Kyrgyzstan, Mirgul Bolotayeva.
Mirgul Bolotayeva of Kyrgyzstan with her final attempt. So now, in terms of the total lift, if she gets this, she gets a medal on the current scores that are being sought. There's only 2 who can get all their lifts in. Fazilova being the other one for Uzbekistan. Zhu Wenjun, with the size of her efforts, has a chance of getting in third spot. Actually, if she adds a couple more kilos, if she has a look, someone has a look and suggests it, she could add 1 or 2 more kilos onto her prospective third round lift and take the honours, certainly take silver in the total lift. Boletieva 104 and gets it 2-1 in her favour. It was the press from the left side referee that got voted down, so Boletieva gets this 104. She gets all her lifts in. 307 is her final mark. Did really well with that, Boletieva. And that's right up at the top of her abilities. The heaviest of what she can reasonably do. And it has her 6th in Asia. 7th in the open competition.
Korea, Lee Hyun-jung.
Lee Hyun-jung. Couple of attempts to get 110, but here she is. Now 115. Boletieva, by the way, set 3 lifetime bests today. 96 was her previous mark, and she started at 100, and 103 and 104 to follow. Lee Hyun-jung then, 115. Won't overtake anybody with this, so 5th in Asia is where she will finish. Sixth in the open competition. She's done well. Now her lifetime best is 120, but feeling it's not matchable today. So 115, she pushed through on that quite decently, really. As 2 and against. That's on the press sequence from the left and the right side referee, and also the stop sequence from the right side referee only. So doesn't get that. But did get 110. Everybody has a mark in the board, despite all the red. Everybody's got 1 green. It's almost as if everybody's got 1 red as well, but Boletieva's got all her marks in. There's only 1 other who could get all their marks in. We'll see her shortly. Not quite now. Lee Hyun-jung still ends up 5th place in the Asian Championship.
The 3rd attempt representing Indonesia, Elsa Dewi Saputri.
Elsa Dewi Saputri of Indonesia got 120, missed 123, going now for 125, which would be a nice way to finish, even more so. This to put her into the bronze medal position in the Asian Championship. Go 1 kilo beyond Vasileva. Saputri, still only 22, really good Southeast Asian Games silver. This is another lifetime best attempt. Now, she missed 123, but 125 she simply has to go for because it would put her into bronze. Get her above Vasileva, who has the next attempt after this. But it's something she couldn't pass up. If she gets her lifetime best, it would be a massive achievement. It would get her into the bronze medal spot. Now, She's got that raised, has Saputri. It's a good lift! Oh, she's made it work fantastically. And she goes into the bronze medal position in the Asian Championship. Saputri with a fantastic effort. She kept that good and clean. It's a lifetime best attempt by 3, and it is immense.
The third attempt, representing Uzbekistan, Mokhlychekra Fazilova.
So now Fazilova has fallen to 4th in the Asian Championship. This to get back there. It's her last attempt at it. One thing in her favour, she's got 121. 124 as well. And this for 126, so it's small hops. She's also the only other one who could get all of her lifts in. So she would win the total lift with this. And she would win the Asian bronze for Fazilova for Uzbekistan. One, 2, 6 for Fazilova. 4 the bronze. 4 definite. Only 3 lifts after this. One of those is Hani Watson, so outside of the Asian Championship. 1, 2, 6. Big moment. Pushing through well here is Fazilova. Has she made it?
Good.
Yes, she has.
Yeah.
And she wins the total lift as well. 371, nobody's beating that. She's done wonderfully. Fazilova, 126, gets above Saputri. Saputri finishes 4th. Put in a great show. But Fazilova has overtaken her right at the end. She's done brilliantly. Hani Watson, bronze in the open competition. Fazilova, bronze in the Asian. And Hani Watson is the Oceania champion as well.
The third attempt, representing Australia, Hani Watson.
Hani Watson has already taken the Oceania title. Bronze in the open competition as well. Just like 4 years ago in Pyeongtaek. And now going for it all over again. So it's a free hit. $140 for Hani Watson. It's only 2 off her Oceania record from Cairo and It's turned out well for her today. It's a free hit very much, but at 140, she's got that up there. That is excellent. And she's got it. Oh, fantastic lift. Hani Watson, Oceania champion again. That is a massive result. Had to face a lot lately. That is something else. And it's bronze in the open competition too, across Asia and Oceania. Fantastic. It's a brilliant lift. She actually goes to bronze in the total lift in the open. That is magnificent. Could be coming away with loads of medals. That was exceptional.
Representing Indonesia, Sriyanti.
2 lifts to go. Sriyanti missed 146 last time, going for it again. Well, I'll tell you what. We don't have 2 lifts. We've got 3 lifts to go. Hani Watson wants to come back for an Oceania record of 143. Sriyanti, 146. This to protect the silver medal. If she gets it, silver in the open competition, definitely hers as well as the Asian silver. She's not going for gold here. If she doesn't get this, then the open silver is, well, would be open. Sriyanti at 146. Doesn't get it.
No lift.
Stop sequence from 2, press sequence from 2. Now, it is open then, that other silver medal.
Loaders, load the bar to 155 kilograms, rack high 7. The third attempt, representing China, Zhu Wenjun.
It is gold for Zhu Wenjun. 155.
43 kilograms, rack high 13.
Well, it's worked out well for Zhu. It has not worked out so well, potentially, for Sriyanti in second spot. So Zhu Wenjun gets the gold and the open gold. Still have 1 lift to go in this competition. Sometimes it helps to be from somewhere else. So Hani Watson is going for a new Oceania record of 143, and this is for the open silver. She's the Oceania champion. It is open bronze, but she's going for her own Oceania record here. And if she breaks it, she goes above Shriyanti. Shriyanti doesn't have the right to reply. Shriyanti 141, her successful mark, missed twice at 146. Watson getting 140 there. And so now has a shot at the Asia-Oceania Open silver. Big chance to leap above Shriyanti and be surpassed only by Xu Wenjun, who we're also seeing, by the way. She'll be going for an Asian record in a moment. So Hani Watson, Oceania record 143, all the way up. Oh, just missed out in the press sequence from the two side referees. Going to put a lift challenge in there, I would imagine. It's going to happen. Lift challenge is in, so the video referees, and there's a bit at stake here for another Oceania record and for the Open silver. Hani Watson. We see what the video referees see, and that challenge for Hani Watson doesn't work.
Challenge has been rejected.
It's still Open bronze, Oceania gold for Hani Watson. And by getting that of 276, she's ended up finishing fourth in the Open total lift, because there was pretty much carnage everywhere. Only two managed to get all their lifts in. It was Xu Wenjun's successful lift of 155 right at the end of the third round that has propelled her to third in the total lift overall, and now going for a new Asian record to try and beat the mark of Deng Junmei from Dubai, the World Cup in 2021. On the way at 158, Xu Wenjun gets it. Asian record for Xu Wenjun. Breaks the 5-year-old mark of Deng Junmei. And Xu Wenjun, who made her championship debut in the Worlds, where she won silver, has taken Asian gold here. She's the new Asian champion.
Group A. Thank you very much for your
what an impressive performance.
For the victory ceremony, which will follow shortly.
She's farewell burst onto the scene and has produced two major lifts that gets her onto the podium in the overall total lift in third place. Well, what a competition in the end, and loads happening in it. Xu Wenjun taking the win with that Asian record of 158. The silver to Shriyanti 141. The Asian bronze to Mokichekra Fozilova 126. The Open bronze to Hani Watson 140. She's the Oceania champion as well. And in terms of the total lift, it's Fozilova who takes the gold. Boletieva the silver for Kyrgyzstan, and Xu Wenjun the bronze. Fourth in the open total lift was Hani Watson, who also wins the Oceania open lift. And silver behind her in that and in the Oceania competition is Rachel Cody for Australia. Lots to get through. Rookie glory as well for Sirapat Wen Kao. And the victory ceremony on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's over 86 kilograms category Asia Championship. Please welcome the medalists.
So victory ceremony time in the women's over 86 kilo final. And presenting the medals will be Miss Somkwan Wongkamjan, the Executive Board Member of the Sports Association for the Disabled of Thailand under the royal patronage of His Majesty the King, and President of Thai Tokros Board for the Disabled Association.
For the Disabled Association. And now let's start the bronze medalist representing Uzbekistan.
Well, a lot happened in this.
Vasilova.
So first of all, Mokychekra Fozilova of Uzbekistan got all of her marks in. 126 she topped off at. Wins the total lift, so that's gold in the total and the open total. And she picks up the Asian bronze medal as well.
Representing Indonesia, Sriyanti.
gave it a very good go in the end, did Sriyanti for Indonesia. Southeast Asian Games champion again. And it's Asia-Oceania silver again, like it was in Pyeongtaek 4 years ago. It's her 4th continental
And now,
silver medal.
Gold medalist representing China, Zhu Wenjun.
Zhu Wenjun is the Asian champion for the first time. Silver in the World Championships. A new Asian record of 158 achieved. Missed her middle mark. Came back for a power lift, got that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Still
You are
bronze
able
in the
for
total lift for her. Boletieva got the silver. Zhu Wenjun wins for China.
Rounds of the big applause for the medalists.
Zhu Wenjun takes the honours, and what honours for China. I imagine we're going to have 3 victory ceremonies here, so a bit of extra time to go through the rest of what happened. But in terms of the total lift, Fazilova taking that 371, Mirgul Boletieva the silver 307, and Zhu Wenjun the bronze on 305. But Zhu Wenjun, having missed the middle mark, got the 3 biggest lifts of the competition.
Thank you very much.
Finishing a 158 on that new Asian record. Fazilova with her first championship medal, having made her debut the same championship as Zhu Wenjun, and that being at the Worlds in October in Egypt. Now that the power lift does change the result, they tend to be used very effectively. And in this case, if you're from Oceania and if you're one of the best in the world like Connie Watson is, it's handy to have that in the back pocket just in case. And she almost slipped away with the open silver medal. Instead, she'll be getting the bronze in a few moments. Very good competition. It was touch and go for a lot. Quite a bit of moving of positions. One more individual final left, and that will be in 18 minutes. The
it's now time for the victory ceremony.
Men's over 107.
Over 86 kilograms category, Oceania Championship.
For Oceania, the women's over 86 kilo victory ceremony. Australia 1 and 2.
For the medals and souvenir, we
Beginning to get strength and depth as well.
Executive Board Member of Sport Association.
Presenting the medals, Som Kwan, Wong Kam Jan,
and President of Thai Takraw Sport,
whose introduction you have heard previously.
And right now, let's start with the first one, the silver medalist representing Australia, Rachel Cody.
Well, what a super result this is for Rachel Cody. Silver in the Oceania Championship. She picked up 95. Lifetime best went for 99. Couldn't quite get that. That would have been very useful in terms of the total lift as well.
And the gold medalist representing Australia, Honey Watson.
Gold for Honey Watson, who also wins the Oceania total lift and who finished 4th in the overall open total lift. Denied bronze by the final attempt by Zhu Wenjun.
Ladies and gentlemen,
only just missed out in the Oceania record of 143, but she picks up the Oceania gold.
Rounds of a big applause for the medalists.
Great result for Australia, for Rachel Cody, and for the champion Honey Watson, who came really close to that Oceania record and almost picked it up. Very near to it. They put the challenge in as well. It was only 2 and against.
And also invite Kun Somporn Wong Kam Jan to join the session.
Everybody wants photos.
Thank you and congratulations once again for the medalists. And the next victory ceremony will follow shortly.
Well, tremendously impressive. No doubt about that. They have a growing team all the way, getting their successes. There is one more ceremony to come, which is the open ceremony. So they'll get a few of the faces we've seen before and rearrange them in a different order. Something like that anyway. Adam Shepherd you saw there as well in the crowd, who's competed at a few championships. Now he didn't qualify for these Asia-Oceania championships, but they brought him anyway, which is a good thing. Natasha Price alongside. Jade Pritchard, Rod Watson, who've picked up Oceania titles this week. More medals coming then. This is the open victory ceremony for the top 3 overall.
For the medals and souvenir will be presented by Ms. Som Kwan Wong Kam Jan, Executive Board Member of Sport Association for the Disabled of Thailand, under the royal patronage of His Majesty the King and the President of Thai Takraw Sport.
Some competition this was ultimately.
And now let's start the
There's
world's
some Kwan
medalist
Wong Kim
representing
Jan presenting the
Australia,
medals
Honey
again.
Watson.
And it's Honey Watson who picks up the bronze medal, and it was almost the silver, went for the powerlift 143. That would have seen her overtake Trianti, but just missed out in the end on that. She finished 4th in the total open lift, with the 123 being for Zileva, Boletieva and Zhu Wenjun.
Silver medalist
Hani Watson also
representing
will pick up the
Indonesia,
Oceania
Ziyadi.
total lift gold medal, but she has the open bronze. Just couldn't overtake Trianti in the end, the Southeast Asian Games champion, and a really excellent competitor. So in the Open Championship, she gets a silver as well to go with the 4
representing
continental
China,
medals that are all silver. Zhu Wenjun takes the gold with 158. Another great discovery, although as we know, in many cases, it takes a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able.
That was
for
a
the
very,
national
very
anthem
good
of
final.
China.
Wasn't always cut and dried, but Zhu Wenjun wins.
Once another big applause for the medalists.
Zhu Wenjun takes the gold for China. The Asian Championship and the Ocean Championship ahead of Trianti. For Zileva with the Asian bronze and Hani Watson with the Open bronze. In a really good competition. Sirapat Wen Kao with the rookie gold. That was quite a way for the women's individual competition to end. Good stuff, good campaigners.
Thank you very much, and congratulations once again for the medalists. We now conclude the victory ceremony for the women's over 86
Excellent
kilogram
final.
category.
And the last of the men's individual finals is going to get underway in about 10 minutes, so flick over to the other side. We'll have that final for you pretty much instantly. The men's over 107 final. And until then, in about a minute, take care.